Hi and welcome to Down the Shed. So in this quick video, yet another quick video, we're going to be looking at a hazard perception video. This is for car drivers. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm currently doing my HGV training. So let's just have a look at this one clip. So the idea is to click when you see a potential hazard developing into an actual hazard. So the vehicle ahead could be a potential hazard, pedestrian on the left, but they're not clickable. And this one is for large vehicles, so we are expecting a tractor, a bus, a lorry or something similar to that. We'll give that a click and a click, because there's a parked car, so it could force us if he went round it to take avoiding action. It's the hazard perceptions test that I'm most worried about actually doing this HGV course, which is why I bought this. There we go. Give that a few clicks. We've had to take avoiding action on the brakes. Tractor flying around the corner. So we'll stop that there. Okay, so we'll do one more. I don't want to break any copyrights. So we're following this tractor. We're looking for brake lights, turn signals or anything ahead that may cause him to brake or deviate sharply. Well, he's not going to be breaking the speed limit in that tractor, is he? There's a parked vehicle there, so we'll give that a click just in case. Oncoming vehicle. Slowing the road. That looks like a Drvier. Oncoming van. He's had to go up the pavement. There we go. There's our obstruction and deviation. Okay, so here we can see a typical score chart. So we have dark green for 5, which is the top score. So that was well, it doesn't give a score because we only did the larger vehicles. I purposely did a 0 on the last one, so you can see that's a 0 score. 3 is amber, 4 is a lighter green. Not sure what 1, 2 and 3 are. Oh, here we go. 0 white, 1 poor is red, weak 2 is orange, average is the yellow, good and excellent. So this will aid you in learning your hazard perception test. I basically paid £9.99 in WH Smith's for this. I will be, based on this one, I bought this one because a friend's partner is learning to drive, so I'm going to gift that to her. But based on this, I will spend the £30 that it costs to do the HGV one, because if you do these videos often enough, you will learn them. And all of these hazard perceptions, so for the hazard perception, this is our main menu. So interactive study, lesson, practice, mock tests, review, type test, which is what we just looked at. I did the larger vehicles. This will show your weaker clips. So obviously there's a few where I've scored 0 on when I first tried them. So you can click on a clip to be retested. So looking for hazards, looking for hazards, looking for hazards. There's a lot of possibles, but actual hazards is what we're looking for. So we've got stationary traffic here. Waiting for this car to turn. Traffic's pulling away, looking for hazards, hazards, hazards. We've got an S-bend and a bridge height ahead, which is important to me for the HGV, road narrow sign. That's a potential hazard there. Didn't develop into anything, so that's a no score. Carrying on, carrying on. There we go. I got 1. Car brakes for car waiting to turn right. Well, I was looking for an OAP. However, this is a good idea. Why has that gone out of focus? Okay, we'll do another one because that went out of focus. So child cyclist with oncoming car wide at bend. We'll have a look at that. So click, click, click. We don't know what he's going to do. We've got an oncoming car. We've got to take evasive action. Clip continues. That might have not been the actual hazard that's developed. There may be one further on. Don't overclick, and I'll show you what happens if you overclick in a moment. School children hanging around everywhere. There's a van there and people passing. Watch these kids, watch these kids. Kids in the road. Oncoming vehicle. Child cyclist with oncoming car wide at bend. So we got nothing, so we'll do that one again. Or if you click into this, oh look at that, right on the bottom there. So this is your developing hazard in the yellow box, and then you've got your, so we'll play it with the pause switched on. So play, play, play. It was right at the start of the clip, so you don't know if the hazard's going to be at the start of the clip, the end of the clip, in the middle of the clip. So this is the start of the 5 point. 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, and 0. So it's always advisable to have an extra 1 click, and possibly an extra 1 click after that, a few seconds. So let's see what happens if we over click. So we'll just do any one at random, and what do we think? Oh look, there's hazards. We'll click there. Oh look, parked car, we'll give that a few clicks. Driving along, oh, car waiting to emerge, a few clicks. Oh, a right bend, we'll click that. Just keep clicking. But the lorry turning right was the hazard on that one. You responded to this clip in an unacceptable manner. Please avoid a series of rapid clicks or double clicks. You will score 0 for this clip. So that's what happens if you overclick. So what else have we got? So theory test, hazard perception, highway code plus, learn the contents of the highway code plus and supplementary notes, signs and signals, learn to drive, show me, tell me, practical test, pass, what's next, a free lesson and extras. So for the £10 you pay for this, you can actually get a free lesson out of it with LDC, and that's got to be worth money in itself. Hopefully they won't be too upset with me for doing this, because they are getting a bit of advertising. So let's have a look. Theory test. So again, we won't go into it too much, we'll just do a couple. We don't want to upset anyone. I've now paid for, applied and waiting my mock theory test. My digital driver's taco card. That's cost me £32. That's pretty much the only thing that I'd have to pay for. As you can see there, without doing any revision whatsoever, I've already scored 44 and 47 out of 50, which are both passes. We'll go into test 8. I'll do a couple of questions and we'll come out of it because I don't want to upset anyone. So, mark 1 answer. Missing out some of the gears saves fuel by reducing the amount of time you spend braking, coasting, steering or accelerating. So that'll be pretty much accelerating. Mark 1 answer. When you are not sure that it is safe to reverse your vehicle, you should get out and check, reverse slowly, rev your engine or use your horn. We'll do one more. Oh, I've got a mark 1 answer. At an incident, a small child is not breathing. To restore normal breathing, you should breathe into their mouth. Well, sharply, rapidly, gently or heavily. So obviously that would be gently. So we'll hold that there because I don't want to get into trouble. So we'll review. We'll end test. And we answered well, I failed because I didn't answer all the questions, obviously, but we answered 3 out of 50 questions correctly, and we answered 3 questions. So that would obviously be well on the way to a pass. Having been driving for the best part of 27 years, you would expect one to pass all of these tests. I'm just trying to show you what you can expect. So I'll complete that later. I'll do that when I finish the video. So what else have we got? Clear that. Basically, yeah, there's all the extras. LDC driving courses, book driving lessons, LDC on the web, LDC on YouTube, LDC on Facebook, on Google+, LDC support, and LDC free and mobile app. You don't get a lot on the mobile app because you basically have to pay $3.99 for it, which ain't bad to get all of this on your phone as well. So I can't recommend this enough if you're a new driver. For a 10 quid note, you get all the hazard perception tests that you can practice. Let's go back into those. You get all the theory test questions. You get a bunch of mock tests, both in the theory and the hazard perception. And to be honest, here we go, here's all the hazard perception tests. So I've got 82, 68, 78, 75, 82, 77 and 84. Pass mark is 67 out of 100. On the HGV you do 19 clips, on this you do 14, but you actually do 19 clips on these on here. Yeah, you really can't knock the potential for learning. So if you do 19 clips on each and there's 11 on there, you work it out. That's, well, it's best. Well, even if you had 10, some of them might have 14 clips. But even so, 111 is 155 clips. So literally, if you do all these 2-3 times, you should be in a position when you go to the test centre where you should be walking out with the best part of 80-90 out of 100 points quite easily. If you do the tests enough and you find the ones that are struggling with, you can do them a few more times, learn where to click, you're going to walk out with a pass. But more importantly, the more time you do them, the more you're learning. Now, I'm actually was bricking the hazard perception tests because the free online Gov website ones, I kept failing until we did some of our coursework, and we saw a video on the coursework which explains in good detail how to recognise and where to click. And the next time I did one of those tests, I got 11 out of 15, which was a pass. I needed, I think it was 9 out of 15. So do your homework, put the effort in, and it will pay off. So a week tomorrow I'll be buying the, or what's today's date? The 20th. On the 27th I will be buying the large good vehicles DVD. It's £30. This one for cars was a tenner. Obviously they like to get the extra buck out of the lorry driver or the coach driver because that covers both. But I will upload a video of that one as well, just to give you an idea of what's going on with that. So hopefully by the time I get to take my HGV test, I will be 100% competent at the hazard. The theory I'm already happy with because I've been consuming this book like it's going out of fashion. As you can see, my tabs for my notes and chapters and stuff. But that was £20, that book. But remember, you can't spend enough on knowledge. So I've spent £40 on books and this DVD, which, as I said, I'm going to gift to one of my best mates' partner. Let's see what this one does. But yeah, if you're thinking of doing your driving test, you're much better off spending a week or two going through this before you even think about getting into a car. I mean, well, you can see here the type of content. But yeah, all the information is there. You don't have to take your lessons with LDC, but you know, you get a free lesson with them. That might come with conditions that you book so many more, who knows. But at the end of the day, it looks like a professional, competent driving school. So hopefully with all of this training behind me, we should walk this HGV. So like the video, subscribe to my channel. You won't get a lot more of this driving school stuff. This was literally just a quick video to say how bloody good this is. It really does give you all the information you could ever want. If you can't pass your driving test after having this, it's basically because you can't handle one of those. This is going to get you past everything you need to know about your theory test, your hazard test and your highway code. What happens behind the wheel of a car is a completely different story. So for those of you who are learning to drive, good luck, the power of God with you, and I hope you do well. See you in the next video.